Trump signs a crypto executive order, and I'm going to share it with you. How's that for an intro, not wasting your time?
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Hola, mi amigos and amigas. It's Dora. No, it's not. And if you haven't figured it out by now, there's something wrong with you. I've got the Trump executive crypto order. It's linked in the description below. Your comments come first, and then we're going to get right into it. Our Mix 203 says, "You never post a comment. I followed you since to this Moon Man or something, but he quit." You're thinking of Stellar Lumens Moon Man. Dude, that dude went nuts AF because he had problems with MoneyGram. Eric Summer says, "I wonder who's behind Better Markets. I bet they have connections to people we don't like." Oh, I'm going to share that with you. Why? Because Better Markets supports the SEC wanting to go after and wreck XRP. Zaba 1812 says, "Note, the chairman at Better Markets has an anti-crypto video on their website saying all crypto should be prosecuted." Here is the Better Markets website, and their first thing is standing up to the crypto industry. Yes, they are extremely anti-Trump and extremely anti-crypto. They also didn't want us what? Gambling on our elections? Why not? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But let's get right into the crypto executive order. Strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. Executive order January 23, 2025. And this is linked in the description below. By the authority vested in me as President of the Constitution and laws of the United States of America, in order to promote the United States leadership in digital assets and financial tech while protecting economic liberty, it is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. The digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States, as well as our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of my administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain, check, and related technologies across all sectors by protecting and promoting the ability of individual citizens and private sector entities alike to access and use for lawful purposes open public blockchain networks without persecution, including the ability to develop and deploy software, to participate in mining and validating, to transact with other persons without unlawful censorship, and to maintain self-custody of digital assets. Oh, baby, it's only going to get better. And if you don't want to hear me read it, guess what? You're welcome to read it yourself. Hey, maybe your voice is better than mine. Next section, promoting and protecting the sovereignty of the United States dollar, including through actions to promote the development and growth of lawful and legitimate dollar-backed stablecoins worldwide. Section 3, protecting and promoting fair access to banking services for all law-abiding individual citizens and private sector entities alike. That's thrown in because of what? Operation Choke Point 2.0 and Brad Garlinghouse and others being debanked because they're part of the crypto industry. Protecting and promoting fair, open access to banking services for all law-abiding citizens. Hey, I already did that one. I'll move to the next one. Providing regulatory clarity and certainty built on technology-neutral regulation. Frameworks that account for emerging technologies, transparent decision-making, and well-defined jurisdictional regulatory boundaries, all of which are essential to supporting a vibrant and inclusive digital economy and innovation in digital assets. Taking measures to protect Americans from the risks of CBDCs. That's right, everyone. Trump does not want the government to control your money because that's what CBDCs have often been used for, to control your money. And what else? For this is, oh yeah, section 2 is definitions. I'm going to skip that one right here. We're going to move into section 3, revocation of Executive Order 14067 and the Department of Treasury framework from July 7th of 2022. Good. Executive Order 14067, ensuring responsible development of digital assets, is hereby revoked. This is freaking awesome. The Secretary of the Treasury is directed to immediately revoke the Department of the Treasury's framework for international engagement on digital assets. Again, the Biden and Gensler stuff that was thrown at crypto is all getting yanked off the table. Bitch, better have my money, and I hope the door hits all those assholes in the ass on the way out. C, all policies and directives and guidance issued pursuant to Executive Order 14067 are hereby rescinded and shall be rescinded by the Secretary of the Treasury. The Secretary of the Treasury shall take appropriate measures to ensure compliance with policies set forth. Number 4, and I think this is where y'all are going to start liking this kind of stuff. Establishment of the President's Working Group on Digital Asset Markets. Basically, they're making it, and here are the people that are going to be in that group, okay? Secretary of the Treasury, Attorney General, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Homeland Security, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, Assistant to the President. Well, you can read all those yourself. The Commission, as appropriate and consistent with all applicable law, the chair may invite the heads of other executive departments and agencies or other senior officials within the executive office of the president to attend these meetings, basically making it so Elon or any other Trump homies can sit in this and make sure it's good. You ready for some good stuff? Within 30 days of this executive order, the Department of Treasury, the Department of Justice, the SEC, and other relevant agencies, the heads of which included in the working group, shall identify all regulations, guidance documents, orders, or other items that affect the digital sector. Basically saying, hey, remember how we couldn't get clear rules on crypto? Well, 30 days from today, guess what? We're going to be getting those rules. Within 60 days of this order, each agency shall submit to the chair recommendations with respect to whether each identified regulation, guidance document, or other item should be rescinded or modified. Within 180 days of this order, the working group shall submit a report to the president through the APEP, which shall recommend regulatory and legislative proposals that advance the policies established in this order. Okay, now that's something that we got to talk about really quick here. That's within 180 days. So essentially in the first half of this year, they want to start getting recommendations for regs. So we might not be getting regs the first half of this year, but we're at least going to get the recommendations for them. Section 1, the working group shall propose a federal regulatory framework governing the issuance and operation of digital assets, including stablecoins, in the United States. The working group shall also evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile criteria for establishing such a stockpile. Okay, cool thing about this doesn't say anything about a particular crypto. It's basically saying that they're going to evaluate the potential ones that they could for the digital asset stockpile. So when you go out there and you go, oh, XRP was named as digital asset, oh, BTC was. No, nothing specific. They're calling for potential creation and they need to evaluate it. Section D, the chair shall designate executive director of the working group who shall be responsible for coordinating its day-to-day functions on issues affecting national security. As appropriate and consistent with law, the working group shall hold public hearings and receive individual expertise from leaders in digital asset markets. That's right. Remember all those times Congress was holding those hearings and they wanted to hear from all the crypto execs? And the crypto execs talked and Congress didn't listen? Well, guess what? That's going to change. And here is a big one. Section 5, prohibition of central bank digital currencies. That's right. No China bullshit for us. CBDCs can suck my huevos. Except to the extent of the law, agencies are hereby prohibited from undertaking any action to issue, establish, or promote CBDCs within the jurisdiction of the United States or abroad, except to the extent required by law. Any ongoing plans or initiatives at any agency to create a CBDC will be immediately terminated, and no further actions may be taken to develop or implement such plans or initiatives. This is more freaking power for all of us. I hope y'all are excited because my phone was going off. I was out up on the north side of town hanging out with my son. We rushed on back so I could do this video for you. Section 6, if any provision of this order or application of provision in any person or circumstance is held to be invalid, the remainder of this order and the applications of its provisions to any other circumstances shall not be affected. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair otherwise the authority granted by the law to the executive department, the function of the directors of the office management. Basically, that's the legal notice. January 23, 2025. Come on now, say it. Who's the best crypto channel out there? Nah, it's probably not me. I need work to do, and I need to do even better to get those subs from you. So if you haven't subbed, think of subbing it now. But what do you think of these executive orders? I think it's freaking great. National stockpile of crypto assets. And the best part is he didn't mention any specific crypto, which means what, everyone? Everything is on the table. So if you like Doge, you like SHIB, you like BTC, you like US-based cryptos, well, guess what? It's all a possibility. Oh, no more CBDC worries for us and the government controlling us and our money. Good. You government that wants to control us, you can again suck my huevos. Chupa mi huevos, hombre. And the weird thing, though, the weird thing is the 180 days given so that they can have recommendations on how to create those regs. I know a lot of us were hoping for it to be done in the first 6 months, and it totally could be done in the first 6 months, but the agency has 180 days to come up with the recommendations. What do you think about this? Now, I know market's not moving from it, but this is the start. The executive order needed to be done, and it repealed Executive Order 14067, which was done in 2022, which again, a lot of you out there watching was hoping would get yanked off the table. Trump waited for a few days to make this happen. I think you all are excited, and I'm sure you can hear the excitement in my voice, especially considering I didn't screw you over with a long intro. I'm not going to screw you over with a long outro either. Choo choo, bitches.